All right. So, when I speak about section 26, it is talking about the content of the prospectus, right? So earlier there was in detail that what prospectus should contain, what it should not contain. But now tell me, after the new provision, what is under, I would say introduced. Every public invitation need to get registered under the stock exchange. Stock exchange is listing. Listing बोले तो SEBI. And if the SEBI is coming to the picture, guys, it should be whose right to define what should be included in prospectus or what should not be included in prospectus. Even if the company law says something about prospectus, which provisions would prevail? That's the SEBI. And therefore, later on they came up with the amendment. देखो अब नए amendment में क्या आया है? There are a lot of things what there in the Companies Act, but now it is omitted. Omitted means you can say like deleted now. And if you read entire section 26 from like I would say top to bottom, only one message it wants to give, that today the contents of prospectus shall be something what is defined under the regulation made by the Securities and Exchange Board under the SEBI Act 1992. Am I clear to all of you? So earlier there were the independent contents, but now today all the contents are as per what? This SEBI Act. Make sense? 26. Okay. Apart from that, you have to attach certain affidavits, certain declarations by the directors and the experts also, that while preparing this, no information is taken incorrect and nothing is remained uncompliant or non-compliant in terms of the law is concerned. ठीक है, तो उतने डिक्लेरेशंस आके तो उसमें ज्यादा कुछ हमको नहीं करना है. लेट्स गो टू नाउ सेक्शन 27. Section 27. Okay, before that I would like to go about the 28 first. 27 I will take later on to this. 28 is again the offer for sale in the shares by certain members of the company. But no questions, so I would like to complete this quickly. What 28 is trying to say? 28 में ये बात कही गई है that देखो, there is unlisted company. Suppose there is unlisted company and it has, let's say, 1000 shareholders. Out of 1000 shareholders, this shareholders decided to sell the shares. Let's say 100 decided to sell the shares. Now I want to ask you the one question: what are the big challenges if you are an unlisted company shareholder and you want to sell your shares? You have to find the buyers, and valuation is the biggest headache. Like everyone is going to face that. But still you have to go. So you all this 100 advertised, but unfortunately they couldn't get a good deal. They couldn't get the good buyers. That's what the problem is. What you would suggest them? What you would suggest them? Can I say the best advice in this situation is like you, instead of you advertise, go to company, request the company that for the sake of these 100 shareholders, company should make the unique valuation, so that individual 100 should not go for the 100 valuations. So price will be common for all the 100 shareholders. Second is, tell the company that they should advertise on shareholders' behalf. So tell me, company's network versus individual shareholders network, which network is more powerful? So tell the company that why I want to offer these shares, but on behalf of my members. Interested party, please contact me. Please contact me. So section 28, when I talk about it, is offer for sale. How can it is offer for sale? You try to understand. Here, first of all, there are some members who want to sell. Company here becomes mediator, issue house for their own shares, and the shares are getting offered to public. So can I say here company is not in individual capacity is offering the shares, but company is offering the shares on behalf of the members as being agent of the member. So when anyone is issuing the shares as being the agent, the concept is not sales, but it is, that's what the concept is, offer of sale or offer for sale by the members, or rather I would say by the company, but on behalf of the members. This is what the title of the section 28. All right, now the question is, What are the wordings of 28? 28 ये कहता है कि भाई okay, members do have this right. Members do have this right. If they can't find the buyers, they can apply to the company by paying necessary expenses, huh? Because you have to go for the advertisement and that's not free. ठीक है? So जितना पैसा देना पे करना है आपको reasonable उतना pay करो. My point is, for this sake, what company will do? Can I say company will issue the advertisement to the public, praising its company, it's a good company? Are yes or no? Tell me. Yes or no? Will company issue any advertisement or not? Of course, yes. So this advertisement will be considered as, you know the answer now. Come on. Exactly. So the point is, like in the entire prospectus chapter, the concept of deemed prospectus comes twice. Once in under section 25, other is section 28. Clear? Really? Can you stand with your own point? Members manage the company, or the directors appointed by the members manage the company? So that's two statements are different. Yeah, now continue. Again, again. Where it is mentioned that directors must have to be members. Assumptions. School, maybe. ऐसा नहीं है बेटा. In order to become director, you have to read the qualifications of the director. That provision is deleted long back. So in 2013, qualification of shares are no more applicable. It was, I think, section 172 in 1956. अब नहीं है वो. अब वो नहीं है. So guys, yes, today I am telling you, and again, even in fact in the companies in 1956, qualification shares, it was not mandatory. It was mandatory if article provides. If article is silent, qualification of shares were not mandatory to be held by the directors. So in fact, in a nutshell, I can say that today directors can be appointed without holding any qualification shares. Am I clear? तो बात ही नहीं आएगी. हाँ, अब आप कंटिन्यू कीजिए आपके डाउट को. Assuming they are the shareholders. Guys, if directors are members of the company and they are requesting the company to sell it, so company को ही बोल रही है, separate legal entity को आप इग्नोर कर रहे हो सर. यहाँ पे नहीं मान ही नहीं सकते. Still you can't. सेपरेट लीगल एंटिटी तो भाई मैं नहीं पढ़ा सकता, वो तो फाउंडेशन डिटेल में पढ़ा होगा. जस्ट अरे यार, ली वर्सेस ली एयर फार्मिंग लिमिटेड के फैक्ट्स क्या थे? हु विल टेल? केस पढ़ा था ली वर्सेस लीज एयर फार्मिंग लिमिटेड, उसके फैक्ट्स बताओ. चलो मैं हेल्प कर देता हूँ. बेटा आई टेक 2 minutes. इज इट फाइन? फाइन. सर का डाउट क्या हुआ? Directors are the members and they want to get the share sold. They're telling the company that you help us because your network is good. So ये थोड़ी होता है सर. कंपनी खुद कंपनी को बोल रही है. आप डायरेक्टर्स और कंपनी को एक मान रहे हो. सबसे पहली गलती, which is nothing but ignorance to the very well-known principle and one of the features of the Companies Act, separate legal existence. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, not in the, its network is not in the question. My simple thing is, if you individually advertise and company itself is advertising, which one is more impactful in the minds of people? Let's forget about the network. Which one is more impactful? Psychologically, not necessarily. Got it? So it's not about network. Network में आता है तो ठीक है, नहीं आता तो मेरी सीधी सी बात है, कंपनी एडवर्टाइज कर रही है और आप कर रहे हो, इम्पैक्टफुल तो कंपनी का ही होने वाला है. दैट इज व्हाट आई वांट टू से. तो आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू लीव वर्सेस लीज हियर फॉर मी. लेट मी कट इट शॉर्ट. So losses उसको भी हम deemed prospectus मानेंगे. So in the entire Companies Act 2013, I would say the deemed prospectus concept is coming under two provisions, not only in 25 but also in 28. Let's read, guys, the words, what are they are trying to say. Look, every time I will not read the words. This is I'm doing for the first time so that you can just get compatible in initial sessions that okay fine law में ऐसा लिखा होता है but interpret ऐसे करना where the certain members of the company propose in consultation with the board to offer in accordance with the provisions of any law for the time being in force, whole or part of their holding of shares to the public. So guys, certain members are proposing the board of the company that please you propose our shares to the company public. They may do so in accordance with the rules. Any document? अच्छा rules में क्या लिखा होगा? How much fees should be taken? Within what time it should be done, etc. Any document by which the offer of sale to the public is made shall all the ways, क्या लिखा है word? It shall be deemed to be prospectus. Deemed to be prospectus. Am I clear? Yes or no? The members, whether individuals or body corporates or both, whose shares are proposed to be offered to the public, shall collectively authorize the company whose shares are offered for sale to the public to take all the actions in respect of the offer for sale. So guys, you have to authorize the company that you decide the price, you decide the value, and whatever decision you take, we will follow. If company has agreed with the third party, that means the public, and later on says, sorry, at this price, I don't want to sell. So that won't happen. So this is advice to the company also before accepting this contract. You have to take what? Writing consent. Make sense or not? Written consent, later on I don't want to be blamed on this. So that is what the beauty about section 28. Make sense or not? Okay. Now coming back to the section 27. Section 27 is nothing but, it is written the variation in the terms of contract. Variation is nothing but the change, which is nothing but the resemble or identical to another section called section 13 subsection 8. So if you come over here, section 13, क्या लिखा है यहाँ पर? Alteration of the company, come to the subsection 8 over here, and this is guys the subsection 8. ठीक है? Just a second, not this one. Not 12, एक सेकंड को शायद जो भी लिखा पड़ेगा, not a 12. Sorry, I think मैंने subsection गलत कोड कर दी. हाँ? I have opened 12. Oh sorry यार. Sorry, my bad. हाँ, thank you. मैं सोच में पढ़ के मेरे फंडा हिल गए. Company which has raised the money from the public through what? And still has an unutilized amount and wants to change its objects. Don't go to the solution, understand the circumstances. You have taken the money by way of issuing what? Prospectus. Before you could completely utilize the money, company wants to change the object. Okay? Now come to 26. Sorry, 27. 27, देखो क्या लिखा है? Company can change the terms and the object at any point of time. Mentioned in what? Prospectus. Either after receiving money or before receiving money. So ultimately दोनों points में बात एक ही कह गई है. The object quoting which you have taken the money you want to change. One is talking about memorandum, other is talking about prospectus. But do you know what, bacha? The answer to both these provisions are same. CA foundation or CA enter maybe. Question was like this, that company taken 100 crores. Okay? Company taken how much? 100 crores. The object in the prospectus as well as in the memorandum was that this company will utilize this money for the smartphone manufacturing. Good market. But unfortunately, due to governmental policy, the government has put ban on or restriction on the China items. or Chinese goods. Most of the assembling items of the phones you have to import from which country? China. But just because of this governmental restriction, what happened is now you are not in the position to import the goods in cheap rates. And if you are buying in the expensive rates and if you are selling the smartphones, your smartphones will be more expensive than iPhones. Government doesn't want it. And therefore, so not the government, I'm sorry. The company doesn't want it and therefore company decides to change the objectives. So they shifted from smartphone to mobile applications development. So they already taken the amount of 100 crores. Now they want to change it. Is it permissible in the eyes of Companies Act or not? That is the simple question. Am I clear? So look, the same things can be quoted in both the sections like 13 subsection 8 as well as contractual terms as mentioned in the prospectus. If you are changing memorandum object, so more specifically 13 subsection 8 will be a picture. But if you are changing contractual terms of the prospectus, 27 will be coming to the picture. तो एक बात बताओ, there are 2 points. According to the law, company can change its objective at any point of time in the memorandum by just simply passing what? Special resolution. You must have learned in the foundation by passing SR, you can change the objective. On the other hand, the public's point of view, I gave the money for the smartphones and not for the mobile apps. So you lied to us, it's a fraud. Now government is in the dilemma. And therefore, the suggestion what was given by Pratyush, right, just in the break, वो picture में आता. Because you say, no, you have to refund the money, it is not fair to the company. And if you say, no, company can keep the money, it is unfair to public also. So you need to find such a solution which is somewhere in the middle of these two. And I want to tell you, which solution is there. वहाँ पे solution है. उन्होंने क्या कहा? So guys, if you want to change the object, the condition number 1, what law says is that you have to pass the special resolution to change the objects. Either it is in 13 subsection 8 or 27 points are same. Not only to that, along with this, you have to give the exit option to the dissented shareholders. What do you mean by dissented? Who has not given the consent to this. Look, the exit option means what? You have to provide this fact in one of the newspapers, stating that earlier our object was like this, but due to certain circumstances, the company has decided to change it. All those shareholders who do not want to opt for this are allowed to back out. And your money will be credited, the same money what you paid, irrespective of the market value, will be credited in the same bank account from which we have received. Isn't it the best option? अरे बोलो मेरे भाई. So ये दो बातें आपको ध्यान रखनी है. Variation of terms is possible, special resolution, and second is what? Exit option. That's all. So guys, all these words what are written in the 27, they are indicating only these two. Let me tell you, Bachcha, first of all, company shall not anytime vary. Vary stands for change the terms of the contract referred in the prospectus, except subject to the approval of the authority governed by the company in general meeting by way of, come on guys, by way of, so board of directors must have to take the consent of shareholders first. Provided that the notice in respect of such resolution shall also be published in the newspaper, one in English and one in the local language, that's the vernacular, in the city where the registered office of the company is situated, including clarity and the justification of the variation. So obviously you have to give the reasons for the variation. Provided further that such company shall not use any amount raised by it through prospectus for buying, trading or anything or the share of any listed company. So this money you can't use to buy the shares of the company. The dissenting shareholders being those shareholders who have not agreed to the proposed changes or the contract shall be given, क्या लिखा है यहाँ पे? Exit offer. And what is exit offer? I have explained. Yes or no? So what we have proved also that beta sometimes in books the language is little bit technical, but concept 2 या 3 लाइन में खत्म हो सकता है. So what is I expecting from you whenever I am just giving something? आप short में लिखा करो. 27 ये दो कंडीशन होनी चाहिए, दैट्स ऑल। एम आई क्लियर? ओके बच्चा, कैन आई टेक जस्ट अ ब्रेक ऑफ 2 minutes? आई नीड